This is Robert Kelly with the Trader's Classroom for Thursday, January 5th. Today I'll answer a question from the subscriber voicemail feature. Let's hear the question.
Hi, Robert. This is Richard from Cape Town in South Africa. Thanks for the new courses, really enjoying them. Is there any way that any of the price action in a fourth wave of an impulse wave can overlap the price action of wave 1 of an impulse wave? In other words, can any part of wave 4 be allowed to overlap, let's call it the maximum of wave 1 of an impulse wave? Thanks.
All right, thanks for that question. And by all means, please keep the questions and comments coming in. I obviously can't turn every one of them into a lesson, but I'll do my best to address the more frequently requested topics over time. All right, so let's take a look at this chart. All right. This is a fairly rudimentary Elliott wave structure. You should be able to figure out how to label it. All right, so I'll do that. 1, 2, 3, triangle, 4, 5. So this is a pretty normal structure. 3 is not the shortest, and 4 does not overlap wave 1. And you'd be surprised how many kind of beginning wave students will break both rules in the same chart. So those are the two main, obvious main rules, that 3 can't be the shortest and 4 can't overlap wave 1. Well, the answer to the question is there is an exception in the triangle wave count. All right, so that would be where wave A of the triangle can overlap wave 1, and even wave C can, as long as wave E does not. All right, let's take a look at a theoretical depiction of that. All right, so here is an example of what you can have happen once in a blue moon. And I will tell you, I had to go through probably 2 years of intraday data to find an example where we as a company counted it this way. All right, so anyway, it'd be 1, 2, 3, triangle, 4, 5. And in this case, wave 1 overlaps the bottom of wave A of 4. All right, so you can see there's your wave 1 peak, 2, 3, triangle 4. A of 4 overlaps wave 1. E does not. Okay, that's an allowable thing. It's kind of one of those very esoteric rules that even I originally had to consult the wave police, so to speak, within the company to see if it was allowable. And let's take a look at a real world example of this phenomenon. Okay, so this is a chart. You can see the dates are December of 2020. So this is going back literally 2 years. That's about as far back. I had to go back that far to find where we counted it this way. All right, and I need to get the right location there because there's a couple of them. That one's kind of a close one, but this one right here is the example. All right, so here's our wave 1. This is a NASDAQ futures, and of course the key here is that these are 23 hours per day traded futures, and that's probably about the only place you'll see this situation occur, is the futures markets that are trading around the clock. There's a lot more room for overlap to occur, and I tell you, I'm the one. We do have this service. It's called Extended Hours, and we cover the S&P and NASDAQ futures in the overnight U.S. hours. And I'm the one that actually oversees the wave counts on this. So these charts come across my desk, so to speak, every day, and I have to update the count, and then the other guys take care of it during the Asian and European hours. All right, so that's how I have this chart, have access to this. And so here is where we have our wave 1 right here that's overlapped by wave A of a triangle. But you can see wave E ends comfortably above the top of wave 1. Now, the first glance you might say, well, it looks like the third wave might be the shortest here, but technically it's not, because wave E ends right here, so wave 5 is shorter than wave 3. So this is one of those rare exceptions to that triangle, to that 4-1 overlap rule. So I think again that you'll see this basically only occurring in thinly traded markets, and primarily though these overseas, these 23-hour day Globex around the clock futures markets.